All right, we're here with a Ebony Star podcast. It's been a while, but we are back. We are off hiatus. We enjoyed ourselves, but me and the dame are back. Got a little bone to pick with a few of you black people. Well, most likely it's black men, right? Because I've been told that I hate black men. Well, hell, there may be some truth to that. After all, I'll tell you what I mean. It's a Saturday morning edition of Gangsta Talk. All right, Dame, let's kick it off. All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? I am the Black Knight, and with me, as always, the Lady Knight herself, Miss Dame Frankie. Hey, Dame,
Hello,
how you doing?
everyone. I'm doing
Good to
good.
be back. Are you happy to be back?
Oh yeah, yes, I'm definitely.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Ebony Star Network production. We took a little hiatus. We took some time off. Me and the Dame, we were kind of burnt out. We do have lives too, so doing shows in between doing shows and dealing with everyday life kind of took a toll on both of us. So we decided to take a vacation. We did not air Ladies Night last weekend, but we will air Ladies Night tonight. Oh, it hasn't gone anywhere. I know some of you would like to think that you've defeated us and you finally got Ladies Night up out of there, but you did not. We have not gone anywhere, people. We are still here and we're still pushing. We're still super pro black. We are still pro black woman over here. We are still pro black people. Isn't that right, Miss Frankie?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. All right, so let me get this show going here. We want to talk about a topic here that's it's serious. So I'm starting to notice something about today's black man. First of all, today's black man is a piece of shit. Okay, you guys are manosphere, red pill, blue pill, black pill. You guys don't even have your own identities. You got to identify with inanimate objects. What kind of what what kind of mental do you have when you want to identify as an inanimate object? That's your personality. You're a red pillar. Okay, you don't have a real personality. Your personality have to be made up by some thing or something that other people seem to be controlled by. All right. Today's black man seems to be, well, you seem to be weak and controllable. And many of you are full of fear. You're never going to do anything. As a matter of fact, our future is in jeopardy because today's black man couldn't lead himself to the bathroom. There are no leaders today. Where do they? I keep hearing you guys. Every time your feet get put to the fire, you know what you like to do? You like to go back to time and mention guys like Fred Hampton, real black men whose lives were taken away from them because they were for real. They wasn't hiding behind social media. They were for real and they were about something. They were really trying to help black people. That's why their lives were taken away from them. Same thing with Bob Marley. How many of y'all know that the FBI or the government, right, thought Bob Marley was a dangerous man? He was a dangerous man to them. Okay, and so, hey, Miss Minnie, how you doing? He was a dangerous man to them, and so today's black man has sold black people out. It's not like you sold black people out for something significant. You sold black people out to pursue the comforts or what you think are comforts of the non-black woman. Every podcast I hear, every video I see with you Negroes in it, right? It's all about non-black women. You want to be with white women. You want to be with Asian women. You want to be with Dominican women. You want to go to Brazil. You want to be with, any kind of white woman you can get your hands on. But you see, that's not what life is all about. That's why you guys don't have nothing. That's why you're always going to be at the mercy of somebody else and you're never going to achieve any kind of power in this country. You're going to forever have podcasts and speak eloquently about being dominated. You're going to always talk about your captors. You're going to always talk about people who are over you. You're going to always have a long wish list, wishing you can have power rather than going out there and actually obtaining power. Let me explain something to you. Power doesn't come to you because you know your history. Many of you put so much onus on our history because you don't want to do anything today. That's why you lean on our history. That's why many of you are so swift and so sharp when you recant our history, because that's all you study. You don't want to have anything to do with what's going on today because you're afraid. You're afraid to be a leader because you're not qualified to be a leader. You don't believe that you're strong enough to be a leader. You don't have no belief in yourself. You see, you really don't want that black woman to see that you really don't believe in yourself. Many of you don't believe you can lead anything. And that's true. Many of you can't. Let me explain something to you. There's more to life than chasing women. You see, the black man is an infant when it comes down to what's really going on in the world. You're an infant, you're a child. You're running around here chasing pussy all the time. That's the most important thing to you. Chasing pussy. And so if that's the most important thing to you, that is the biggest reason why you don't have shit. And that's the reason why you can be manipulated like a child into a gender war with your own woman. You are allowing yourself to be manipulated into a gender war with your own woman. Somebody has told you, somebody non-black, well, in these cases, they could be black too, have told you that your woman, the one that you come out of, the one vagina that you come out of, is your enemy. I mean, check this out. All you so-called intellectuals, right? Yeah, well, you so-called self-appointed intellectuals who feel that no one is smarter than you, right? I don't understand how you haven't figured this out. If you can have babies, right? Would you want to give birth to your enemy? Think about that for a second. Would you want to give birth to your enemy? You want to give birth to a person that's going to do everything in their power to tear you up, to destroy you, to get rid of you, to take your life. Would you do something like that? Wouldn't that be stupid? That would be unbelievably stupid, right? Well, let me give birth to my enemy because my enemy is going to kill me. You think the black woman is that stupid? You think she would give birth to her own enemy? Why is she still giving birth to black men? What is the truth that they keep trying to manipulate you out of? The truth is that she gives birth to black men because she does not believe that black men are her enemy. You're the only one walking around here fucked up in the head thinking that the black woman is your enemy. And again, it goes to show that you don't have it. I keep seeing the same fucking podcast over and over and over again. A bunch of vernacular that leads to nothing. It leads right back to the same right back to the same place. I heard a question proposed to a so-called polished orator, and he responded no different than what those fucking punks in the college community responded with. You start going back to guys like Fred Hampton, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and Dr. King. Yeah, we get it. We understand that they did things. We understand that they lost their life because they were doing the things, right? But where are these guys today? Who are the Marcus Garveys today? And how far back in history do we have to go that you can blame the mentality of the black man today on? And so my thing is, I heard somebody say the Italians, the Irish, at one point they were killing each other and selling drugs too. Absolutely. and they was given an economic stimulus package. Basically, yeah, because the white man did something about his own people. He saw that his people were ravishing each other, were bums, they were hooligans, they were thieves and murderers. So he stepped in to help his people. So I'm not going to say he should have helped his own people. You know, the funny thing about a lot of you guys who think you're so fucking smart, right? You just don't get it. You're not the white man's people. Why should he help you? That's not your people. You ain't his people, but you keep wanting something from him. You keep wanting him to do something for you. He don't give a good goddamn. You ain't his people. He's not obligated to help you. We need to be relying on ourselves. We need to be working together with our own people. You know what's funny and shit, right? The people that you, the people that you should be asking for help from, you glorify. The people who you shouldn't be asking any help from, you keep blaming for all your problems. Why should he help you? He's your natural enemy. Every time you turn around, white supremacy, white supremacy. Well, when are we going to get some fucking black cohesiveness going? When are we going to get some black groups together that's going to start building shit for black people? And how come you're not asking Africans to do anything? Every time a situation comes down, I don't hear you. I don't hear you, you Negroes, right? Asking Africans for anything. You let them off the hook. You let them off the hook. They just came out with a movie called The Woman King, telling you about the Homie tribe who engaged in slavery. I don't hear none of you guys saying anything about that. How come you don't ask the Africans for anything? I don't never hear you guys asking the Africans for reparations. How come you're not upset with the Africans for allowing us to be kidnapped from the country or for kidnapping our own ancestors and serving them up for the white man to be brought over here? Because you guys like to get things in historical context and shit. Everything is a goddamn show. All you grandstanding Negroes. Grandioso. Over the top. You know, that's the Africans. I don't never hear none of you cats say anything to the Africans. Oh man, you kiss their ass. They owe you the most. They're the reasons why you're not in there. They're the reasons why you grew up over here in this country rather than the country that your ancestors came from. Africans are at fault for that. I don't hear a damn thing come out of your mouth condemning what they did to you. Or I don't hear none of y'all going over there asking them for any help. Why should the white man help us? He don't give a fuck about us, and he shouldn't. We're not his people. Y'all be asking him to do shit like we homies, like we blood relatives. Y'all got the game effed up. That's why you can't do nothing. You asking the wrong people. People hate our guts, man. Can't you see what they doing? You don't get it? How I, the craziest thing to me, man. How are you gonna fight for equality against your enemy? You're in your you're on your enemy's land. Your enemy feed and clothe you and house you. You think he gonna then turn around and give you equality equal to him? And are you crazy? Are you so-called educated fools? Ignorant. And you can still be highly educated and be ignorant. You think you're gonna get something from your enemy on an equal footing? Man, are you crazy? You're out of your damn mind. He's never going to. He's your enemy. If I was your enemy, why would I want you to be equal to me? Why would I want to give you what I have? Why would I want you to be on the same level as me? Kind of fool? What kind of fool makes that kind of mistake? Nah, but you Negroes running around talking about you want equality. From who? What? From the white power structure? Man, you. Hey, you guys say you're smart. I keep hearing how smart you guys are. Keep hearing how intelligent all of you are. Got a couple of questions about that. I can't really. If you're looking for equality from the so-called dominant society, the so-called power structure, if you're looking for equality from that, then I question your. As a matter of fact, not only question your intelligence, I question whether you're in your right state of mind or not. Because it's crazy to think that your enemy is going to put you on even ground with him. So much you want equality. Fuck out of here. In this country, as long as this country is ran by white folks, you'll never have equality. You're never going to get equality. You'll be a fool to believe so. And anybody telling you that you're going to get equality while the white man runs this country, you are a fool for believing them. But you see, my question is, why aren't you going after these Africans? All these Africans in this country, all these Nigerians, Ghanaians, Ethiopians. Now you got an influx of Africans from Togo. Why aren't you after them? Why don't you, hey, brother, we're black. Let's do something together. How come you always going to them asking for help? They should be the people you need to be going to. They're your people, right? We're African, right? I keep hearing how you guys talking about we're Africa. We're African. No matter how many times otherwise, how many times other things have been proven, right? You insist that we're African. Then why aren't you going to the African people for help? I don't hear none of you Negroes going to Africa for any fucking help. I've seen some of you carry your ass over there and then report back over here to talking about how good you got it, or so-called how good you got it. I want to know how come no one is making podcasts about what the Africans should be doing for us. There's Africans in this country who are rich, plenty of money. Hell, the Nigerians own some of the biggest storage fucking businesses you can fucking think of. Got plenty of money. They're not going to them for any help. Why? Because they don't think that you're African, and they don't think that they're obligated to help you. Why do you think the African man, right, has not said a goddamn thing to you about helping you in this country? If we're so-called African, if we're so-called brothers and sisters, right? They come the fuck over here and give them your ass to kiss like everybody else. Don't come over here talking about some yo brother. Let me help you. We did a bad thing to you. We have sold you into slavery. Let us come and help you. We are coming here to help you. Where are these Africans at? I don't understand why you're not helping them. I don't understand why you're not making podcast after podcast about them. And then they come over here and talk shit about you. But yet you keep kissing their ass. We need to go to Mother Africa. Brother, you don't know your history. Where you came from, excuse me. Uh, how can we forget where we came from, or so-called came from, when you're always telling us all the time? How you gonna tell somebody the same thing for 30 fucking years and then have the name to turn around and say, you don't know your history? How is it that you've been telling me the same shit for 30 fucking years? How is it that I don't know now? Whether you are from Africa, we come from Africa. Our people are from. But growing up in the '70s, man, I remember all these motherfuckers talking about something. Man, we from Africa, right? And they're gonna learn like fucking 2 or 3 words in Swahili, and then come back and speak that shit to you, talking about, yeah, you see, that's our people. That's what we supposed to be. Umakuba shubububuga. Hey man, what does that mean? It means that we black. It means that we African. Really? I remember the Daishiki era, right? When black people was having an identity crisis and everybody wanted to be black. And then Negroes started going around picking out African names like Simba, the Kimbe, Yahuru, Yahura, Namdi Nana Kuku, Nimba Baba Baba, and so on, right? Wearing African, you know, attire, identifying with the so-called African. But even then, in those days, there was no real relationship between us and Africans, and it still isn't. You understand what I'm saying? They don't do a goddamn thing for us, and they're in this country with a lot of money. The Nigerians got straight buku money. I don't see nobody going to them talking about some, yo, my brother, man. You see us struggling over here, man. Why don't you come and help out with our schools and come to our communities and pass some of that money around and help us build some infrastructure, my brother? Why? Aren't you? Why are you going to a man that hates your fucking guts, that's trying to kill you? Talking about some, hey, white man, I know you hate me. You trying to kill me and my kids and shit. But anyway, you got 50 Cent? What? You need to be going to that African. Hey, Kusa, check this out, man. Hey, y'all gotta, hey, man, y'all gotta do something, bro. Cause that shit that y'all pulled up in Africa, selling my people into slavery, and that's how we got here. Y'all gonna have to get something straight, man, because it's fucked up over here, man. We ain't got shit. This white man trying to kill us. He been trying to kill us for years. What you gonna do, bro? Y'all over here with all this money and shit. What you gonna do? Y'all gonna have to do something. I can't keep going through this shit. Y'all gonna have to do something. Give me a damn job. Come in the community and help straighten my kids out. Give me some African goddamn. Y'all gonna have to do something. Cause you the reason why we in this motherfucking shit in the first place. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to step to these Africans. But you want to be a damn fool and step to this white man like he got love for you. Like he's supposed to do something for you. You are not his people. And you know what kills me and shit, right? Y'all listen to these people pull the wool over your eyes because many of you don't know how to listen. Because you get caught up in symbolism. Because somebody can run their mouth well, you think they're saying something every time they open up their fucking mouth. And because you don't know how to listen. Motherfucker tell you, well, you know what? The white man used to be killing each other and selling drugs too. Yes, he was. And the government stepped in. Well, who is the government? Is the government black? No. So why they tell you about the government like the government is some whole different race of people? Check out the spin. Check out how they talk to you, right? And they pull this over your eyes. They pull the wool over your eyes every fucking time, and you don't catch it because you don't know how to listen. Motherfucker tell you, well, white men and Italians and Irish, well, all of them are Caucasian. They're all white. They tell you, well, they were fighting and killing and stabbing each other and raping each other and stealing from one another. And the government stepped in. The government stepped in. See, that's the catch right there. You see, what they tell you is the Irish, the Italians, and the whites. And they throw down in there to throw you off so you don't think Irish and Italian is white. And then they add in the government, like the government isn't white. And you just soak it right on up. Yeah, man, they was doing that. And then the government helped them out. The government is white. Of course the government is going to help them out. They're white too. You understand? They're white too. Now this is the way it really sounds. Hey, white people were fucked up, okay? At one point killing each other, whatever. Right? The whites who had money, who had some control over this country, who work in the government, stepped in to help them out. And put a stop to it. White people cleaned up their own act. The government wasn't some mysterious race of people that fell out of the sky some fucking where. They're white too. So it was white people helping white people. But they say it's the government that when black people tell you these types of stories, they say government as if to manipulate you into thinking that the government is some whole other race of people that's non-white. and that you should be mad at the government for not helping you. They help white people. They didn't help, but well, of course they help white people because they're white. Guys keep fucking begging a white man for he ain't gonna give you nothing. Are you crazy? He is your enemy. He's here to destroy you. Can't you see he blowing the brains out of your kids' skulls? You see how you feel about your children? Hold on.
All right. Good morning, Mika. Okay. They have the nerve to say that they were classified as white, i.e., the Irish, the European Jews, Italian. They're not black. No, well, the rest. Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. So, oh yeah, there's a book out on how. Let me see. Was the Irish, Italian, made white? So because y'all went through about a decade or so of discrimination and stuff like that, y'all think y'all can compare it to four centuries of discrimination, of racist, of being hung?
Okay, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, listen, thanks, Dane.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so they say Irish and Italian as if those people aren't Caucasian. Okay, they are all Caucasian. They are all white. Okay, so the white man going to help his people. Then he's going to help his people whether they are native or not, whether they are native or foreign. The only thing he cares about is that they are Caucasian. Okay, you understand? So the white man is doing what he's supposed to help his people. You're not his people. We're not white. Our so called leaders today preach conservatism. They want you to conform to this white man. They want you to forever be a slave to white people. That's what a guy, crazy motherfucker like RBR, that's what he preach. He's pro white. He's for democracy. Okay? He wants you to always be on your knees serving white people. Guys like Jesse Lee Peterson with their White History Month. These are the type of black folks that want you to stay on your knees because they believe the safest place for black men, right, is to be at the foot of the master. And then you also have, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of these coons are extremely smart. They got a slick tongue. And they got a good game and a good gimmick by telling you that the Irish and the Italians got stimulus packages. And before that happened, they were killing each other just like us. And the government stepped in. There's been no intervention on our behalf as far as the government, right? Well, why should there be? The people that run this country, we're not their people. They're not going to help us. We have to help ourselves. But wait a minute. Didn't you say we came from Africa? Isn't that what they keep saying? We come from Africa? If that's the case, how come we aren't asking Africans for help? Damn all that. Let's go back to Africa and get some help. There are Africans in this country that can help us. There are Africans in this country that have a lot of fucking wealth that can help us. They got a lot of intelligence, a lot of health, a lot of wealth. I mean, how come they can't help us? How come we're not appealing to them for help? How come we're not calling out this African for turning their back on us? How come we're not calling out these African people who are in this country, who come here and right and get jobs and employ other Africans, and they turn their back on us? How come they get a pass? They are supposed to be our people. If they are, how come we can't go to them for help? Why are we going to the man who hates our guts and who's trying to kill us at every turn and don't want to give us shit? Why are we going to him for some fucking help? When do we start going to our so-called people, the Africans? When do we start asking them for help? And I don't mean get into no goddamn reading matches with them and shit about fucking history. I don't mean, hey, my African brother, let's sit here and read a book about the history of Africa. Man, fuck that. We can do that shit some other time. Right now, we need some real time help. Hey, my brother from Africa, I'm gonna have to take a rain check on the book, but I need your help right now. We got mouths to feed. Our kids are going crazy in the street. The white man is shooting our kids down. There's a war between black men and black women. I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need you to come on in here and help get my shit right. We can read the book later. So when are we gonna start asking these Africans for help? Instead of asking people for help that don't care, no, that don't give a shit about us. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back.
All right. Facts on that wealthy report. I met Nigerian at NSU that parents for paying their tuition no longer grants a scholarship. Well, yeah, usually the only ones who could come is the ones that can afford to come or their family can afford to send them here. Um, yeah, yep, that's usually the way it is. Very few um can't afford to come to Nigeria. The ones I mean from Nigeria. Only ones they have worked something out with a grant scholarship or something like that. Or they may not be able to afford it, but they got family from there. Met a black sheep of the
Okay, I'm back.
family.
Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, like I was saying, when are we going to start having podcasts about Africans who aren't helping us? It's supposed to be where our ancestors came from. They are supposed to be our people. Now, I've heard people say, Africans know who we are. Really? Well, how come they aren't helping us? I mean, have we gone crazy that we want to sit up here and rely on our enemy to help us? I mean, y'all need to start really thinking about what you're listening to and who you're listening to and what they're saying to you. Many of these people are telling you to go to your enemy for help. Where they do that at? Your enemy? Go to your enemy for help? And so 30 years from now, there's going to be new black men on whatever is going to be the social media then 30 years from now. They're going to still be talking about Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, and Dr. King. They're not going to be talking about any new achievements that black men made, any new breakthroughs, nothing. Because if you look at what the you look at the generation of black people coming up now, they're already telling you that they're not going to be involved in anything that helps black people. A lot of these young black people now, especially the young black men, all they give a fuck about is swirling. That's all they care about. Swirling. And all you Negroes with this pimp mindset. What makes you think a pimp is some kind of legitimate man to where this is somebody you should follow or this is somebody you should take yourself after? You should pattern yourself after this person. I mean, are you crazy? I'm gonna tell you, Negro, something. You are your own worst enemy. You have a stupid way of thinking. You don't really look at life the way you should. And not using your common sense has gotten you into a lot of trouble. I mean, you're a real dummy if you think a pimp is somebody you should take after. And you a fool if you believe you should go to your enemy for help. You a fool if you believe that your enemy has your best interest at heart. You a fool if you believe that your enemy wants to help you. You're a fool for believing that shit. I don't give a damn about whites. I know I'm not white. I look to do things on my own, or I find black people to help me. I don't go to whites for anything. Because I know whites don't give a damn about me. And if they do give me something, it's going to come at a cost. There's always a cost that you can't afford. Because once they make deals for you, it's like the devil. It's a deal forever. It's going to cost you. Now, all these coons, their day is coming. Anthony Brian Logan, this day is coming. You see, they only allow you to be a coon for so long. And then they destroy you. Look at what's happening to Jesse Lee Peterson. All that super cooning that he did. Look where he's going now. They all turned against him now, calling him gay, saying he having sex with white men. His so-called best friend Sean Hannity don't want to have nothing to do with him. Same thing gonna happen to Larry Elder. They're gonna turn on him too. They're gonna turn on all of you coons. You know what? This is one of the most powerful statements I heard in a long time. Shout out to Linda Diota. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this comment. Facts. White supremacy breaks its tools when done. Absolutely. Leonard, I couldn't have said it any better myself. That is the statement of today, folks.
Can I take it a step further?
Uh huh.
White supremacists create the tools meant, knowing that it's going to be broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Shout out to Leonard Yoda for the comment of the day. When I start giving out cash apps, y'all better start getting your cash apps together because if I was doing it today, Leonard would have won a cash app for $25. We're having a statement of today. Facts, white supremacy breaks its tools when done. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Hey, Miss Lucky. Yeah, we was off last week, y'all. We took a vacation. Me and Dan was getting a little bit overworked. Like I said, we both have lives too, away from social media. So things were getting a little hectic for both of us. So we decided to take a little vacation. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Leonard the Yoda. That was a powerful statement. Couldn't have said it any better than myself. He has a statement of the day. And if I was giving out cash apps right now, he would have gotten $25. Okay, that is a powerful statement on so many levels. And you coons don't understand that. You don't understand what Leonard, you don't understand what Leonard is saying to you. I know what he's saying to you. Y'all don't get it. Y'all think y'all have a reprieve forever because you're a coon. No, it don't work that way. They get rid of you when they're done using you. Okay? They ain't gonna keep you around. They ain't gonna trust you. You think somebody gonna trust you after you turned on your own people? What kind of fool is going to trust somebody that turned on their own people? I used to feel sorry for y'all, but I don't anymore. You get what you deserve. Dan, Dan, come here for a few minutes. I'll be right back, y'all.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was laughing a little bit. Hassan, we could do that. We would, but come on now. He'd be highly upset. He'd be like, "Give me a chance to get one." Um, but yeah, yeah. As I was saying, they designed the tools to be broken. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it always go back. Coons were created to be the targets. They were given favor and choices. So if a if a riot break out, they would throw the coons out in the path of the angry slaves that's fighting to get themselves free and ready to take it out on the white family. They will lock those slaves out, and hopefully they take out their wrath on the coons and forget about them. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, they created the coons meant for them to die. Although this day and age is to die career wise or mentally and stuff like that, but back in the day, it literally means death. They created them to die, and of course, the coon don't notice. Oh, master's favoring me. I'm different from you other Negroes. I'm special. Yeah, not knowing that as more as he show you favor, let you get away with a junk, let you work less, let you wield the whip, so to say.
Exactly.
Uh,
Get him, Dane.
he's putting you in the path that when it's gonna happen, because they believe it's gonna happen. That's why all of the things they have created is to keep from being killed by slaves who had enough and trying to break free, trying to get free,
Mm-hmm.
and organize and create a riot. Of course, that's what they're gonna do. There's even
Mm-hmm.
books and document, and even a movie, even a few movies where the coon slaves were locked out of the safe room
Get him, Dane.
Even the ones that helped raise them, lock them out
Mm-hmm.
so that they will be left in the path of very, very angry slaves, and it will be taken out on them. And hopefully, they'll be satisfied with the blood of those that coon for these white people and leave them alone, or they can't get at them to get at them and be satisfied with that and move along.
Damn,
Yes.
damn, I might have to give you a cash app. You 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 putting the hurting on it right now.
So yeah, you can
Kick
coon
that
if you
knowledge,
want to.
Dane.
You can coon if you want to, but you gotta understand, you meant to be broken. You meant to be used. You meant to
Mm,
be killed.
mm. Y'all hear that? She's spitting knowledge with y'all right now. Y'all hear the knowledge that she dropping on you right now. Tell them one more time, Dane, what coons are met for.
Ki- Coons are meant to be the sacrificial, sacrifice themselves, literally their lives. They meant to die. Coons are
Like
meant to die to
kamikazes.
save the white man.
Like kamikazes on a one-way mission straight to hell, to suicide.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, of course, the coon don't realize that. If the coons realize that they were getting all this favor and all these power perks and being told they different because uh,
Mm-hmm.
when the riot happened, you're gonna be thrown out um, um, to be the scapegoat and sacrifice and kill so they can go safely in their safe room, safe house, uh, secret rooms, and stay safe from the retribution that they deserve.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
That's why in 1804, right, the Haitians, right, they killed the coons first.
one, so
They
they
killed the
don't
coons
tell it,
first.
and two,
Mm-hmm.
since you sacrificing yourself and you willing to become a coon for the white man, let's just go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and get that out of the way now so we can get to them because
Thing
they
about it
the ones
is,
we're after.
thing about it is, once you become a coon, you dead either way.
Mm-hmm.
And white
Only
folks don't kill you. And white folks don't kill you. Black folks don't kill you. You dead either way.
only two coons that I know of, or they were being in the process of being made, did not fall in that line. You know, they saw where it was what it was going to, and they became the leaders of the biggest slave riots ever. Nat Turner, uh, and I'm ashamed to say the second one was from Louisiana. Biggest slave riots in Louisiana. Um, those two are the only ones who saw that they were being made into coons, didn't like where it was going, and then became the leaders of the biggest slave riders.
Mm-hmm.
Turner was so big that they tried to wipe him out completely. Yeah, these two men, I think that's part of the reason why I don't know the history. They tried to wipe it out of the history so, others don't get any ideas.
And yeah, same thing that happened to Carter. They try to wipe Carthage from the history because they don't want people to realize that a woman established that. But here's my thing: we getting ready to shut it down. I wasn't going to be on that long.
Mhm.
Just to let you guys know. And I tell you right now, today's black man is a sellout, and he's sold out for the comforts of non-black women. You think that everything can be solved by you getting pussy? You still the you have a nation to lead, and you won't lead it because you want somebody else to take care of you. You want to be a baby for the rest of your life. That's why people call you a baby. Okay, and to you, everything is a goddamn game. You guys won't grow up for nothing. Now, me and Dame, we're going to do a Dame and the Black Knight probably sometime next week. We're going to do a review of the movie The Woman King. Okay, I don't care who else reviewed it. Me and Dane, we were killing about that. We haven't reviewed it yet.
Hmm.
See, we have our own unique perspectives on things. Okay, so I don't give a damn who reviewed it already. Okay, we're going to review it too, and we're going to tell you exactly how we feel about it and where we're coming from. Okay, I still didn't review the Black Panther. No, we did do the Black Panther, right there. Did we do
Yeah.
the Black Panther?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. Let me show you. I would say another thing, man. This movie that Tyler Perry got coming out, that's gonna be problematic too. And I want to know why you so-called black men aren't saying anything about them using mixed race black people in all of these movies and TV shows and commercials now. You don't see no dark-skinned black couples anywhere. And that's not sending a message to you. And even you mixed people, right? You know, why can't you see how they're using you? They're using you to destroy a race, a race that partially you come from, partially. Why can't y'all see what's going on? But you know what? I guess they got them brainwashed too. They got them thinking, well, you know what? You're neither white or black or whatever, so you don't have a dog in the fight. I just met a black woman yesterday, right, whose husband is Mexican. That blew my mind. I thought her husband would be white. No, her husband is Mexican. I've never seen that. A black woman in a Mexican. That's a first for me. That's an absolute first for me. Yeah, but Quincy Jones is yeah, don't get me started on Quincy Jones, man. Because I mean, the things that he said was just the craziest things I ever heard in my life. And and now James Earl Jones, yeah, I realized now I didn't even know he was married to a white woman. Two of them. Now, where do these black folks come from? I used to have respect for James Earl Jones. Not anymore.
Hmm.
He was married to two white women. It was two of them, right, Dame? He was married to
Yeah.
two.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't understand. I don't. Okay, here's the thing. This is what I don't understand. So out of slavery, you said you gonna fix the white man because of what he did to you, right? Okay, I like the mentality. You're gonna fix the white man. You're gonna get him back. I got that. Okay, how we gonna get him back? We're gonna sleep with the white woman. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Wait. What are we gonna do again? We're gonna sleep with the white woman. Well, how is that supposed to? I don't understand. Like, we're not gonna fight him. We're not gonna beat him up or shoot him or hang him or anything like he did our kids and all that. No, we're gonna sleep with his white woman, and that's supposed to do what? Well, that's supposed to let him know that we didn't appreciate slavery. Well, if I can recall, wasn't he letting us sleep with his white women while we were enslaved? Yeah, but that don't count. That was slavery. Now we's free. We're going to hurt them by sleeping with white women as frees men. I don't know. That don't make some reason that don't make any sense, bro. Cause you a young boy, you don't know nothing yet. Take it from me. Oh, Wilbur Montgomery, we gonna get that white man back by sleeping with his women as free men. And so I guess it hasn't stopped, right? I guess the spirit of Wilbur Montgomery lives on today in many of you black men today because you want to sleep with white women, you want to sleep with non-black women. You want to sleep with any woman that isn't your native kind, that isn't your native woman. Because you hate yourself. You know, you're a failure and you know, you can't stand it and that's pretty much what it is. You guys are failures and you hate yourselves for being failures. And I know because, see, I'm a man. Hassan Burton is a man. We know how we feel when we go home at night as men. We know how we feel. We have ego and we have personality and we have pride and we have honor and integrity. So when we come home at night, we know exactly how we feel. And if we feel we didn't get the job done that day, it's going to bother us until we get the job done. And see, the problem with you Negroes today, you're mad. Not only because you didn't get the job done, you're mad because you're not man enough to get the job done. If only you were man enough, right? If only you could muster up the courage to fight back and not be a bootlicking coward like RBR or Jesse Lee Peterson. Many of you are mad because you wish you can be men. That's why you're always talking about Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton was a man, a young man, but a man. And he was fearless. You wish you can be like Fred Hampton. You wish you can be like Dr. King. You wish you can be like Malcolm X. Those were real black men. Those were men. And they had no fear. You guys are too fearful. Hell, if a black woman raised her voice, y'all go running, talking about you've been attacked. And what do you do now with most of your time? Sit on social media with your catty conversations. You become chatterboxes. That's why many of you are so eloquent when you speak, because you've taken up speaking as a default hobby, right? All you do is talk like women. See, I don't mind hearing women talk a lot because women talk. I'm used to women talking. I grew up in a house with 5 sisters and a mother. So that's 6 women that I grew up with. I'm used to hearing women talking. What I'm not used to is men talking like women. What I'm not used to is black men behaving like black women. That's what I'm not used to. Okay? All you cats do now is run your mouth. You're not about to bust a grape. A bunch of childish antics on social media, back and forth, cussing each other out like girls. So many of you believe that you're going to stick it to the white man. You know what? There may be some, you might be right about that because now you're making single baby mothers out of non black women. So you might be on to something. You might be sticking it to them. Because God knows you've already stuck it to the black woman, making her single moms in astronomical numbers. I'm sorry, astronomical numbers. Now you're starting to do it to the non-black women. So maybe there is some bark to maybe there is some bite to that bark when you say you're going to stick it to them by sleeping with their women. You're making their non-black women single baby mamas too. So just maybe you might be doing something good when it comes down to non-black women. But the non-black women are starting to realize that what they say about you is true. And that is, you ain't worth two nickels to rub together. And with that being said, Dame, let's get on out of here. Then you got something to say before we roll out?
Nah, you said it all.
All right, y'all. We signing off. Listen, don't forget Ladies Night tonight, the return of Ladies Nights. We will be rolling tonight later on with the Dame. Should be very interesting. What are y'all talking about tonight, Dame?
All right, so we're talking about we need to do better. The main example is Nick Cannon and his multiple children. Um, and that we seem to be falling in line with that. It's gonna be some issues.
Yeah, and the whole Nia Long thing too. Like, why are black men interested? Why are y'all, jumping in women's business? What business is it of yours who she's married to? I don't understand that, man. I never seen guys act like this before.
Mm.
The hell you care about who Nia Long is married to? Why are men speaking on that? I can see women speaking on it because women, they like the gossip and the drama and stuff like that. But why are men speaking on that though? Why do we have why do we have podcasts of men speaking about what Nia Long is going through with her husband? I just don't understand what business is that of yours. Yeah, Dan.
All right.
You done?
Mhm. All right. So yeah, let's we're gonna talk about all that on Ladies' Night. Peace, power, and unity, everyone. Let's
All
head
right,
out.
y'all. See y'all tonight. Peace, pal, unity.